Hey everybody, it's Matt with remove-malware.com, and tonight I'm going to take a look at Avast free antivirus. The latest version is 6.0.1289 at the time of this recording, or this video I should say. So I'm just going to go ahead and download this. I'm downloading it from filehippo.com. And basically what I like to do is I like to install the antivirus just with its defaults, just as the company gives it to you. And then I take it and I download about 10 malicious URLs or 10 pieces of malware against it, and we see how it does. So I am running this inside a virtual machine. I'm using Windows 7 and Internet Explorer. And the PC that is virtualized, it has some updates, not all Windows updates, because that's typically the kind of environment I see. If you wanted to know a little bit about me, just check out the description on my YouTube page. It basically talks about what I do for work. I go out and clean people's computers. I do a lot of other stuff. Cleaning up viruses and malware is just probably about 30%, 40% of my job, and then the rest of it is like setting up computers, hard drive repair, all kinds of other stuff. So, but yeah, a lot of people do watch my videos kind of over and over again. It's just weird, but it's, a lot of people like to watch antivirus reviews. So all my reviews are kind of geared towards just amateurs, regular home users. I don't try to talk over anybody's head. And I might get into like in-depth reviews in the future. I don't know. I'm thinking about that, but the audience, like I said in my last video, the audience is kind of a narrow niche there. So I'd rather present a review of a product that you're thinking about getting, and just kind of show you on a test computer if that product, stands up to what they say about it. What the company says about it. I'm going to show you if it works. That's the difference. All right. So that install was like about 50 megabytes for the installer. I'm just going to go ahead and choose English, participate in the community. You can install Google Chrome. I suggest it. Google Chrome is like my full-time browser. In my test machine I use Internet Explorer. But Chrome is great. I love it. But for this I'm not going to use it. Should always mention that you should only have one antivirus running on your computer at a time. That's all that Windows supports officially. You can have many anti-spyware, malware applications running, but only one actual antivirus running. I've run a couple before at one time, but it slows things down pretty bad. And so you're watching just everything get installed, just like you would normally do at your place, your house, whatever you're doing, installing Avast. And basically, when you install this, right before it becomes active, it does a quick scan of the PC just to make sure nothing's kind of lurking right out in the open. So, and this scan is really quick. Okay, everything's finished up. We'll go ahead and hit finish. Let's close that page. And we need to register this in order to keep our database, our virus database, up to date. So basically, they just want your email address. It's pretty easy. I just click register. Give yourself a title if you want. This is Mr. Matt mrizos. Email. I'll give him my Ymail address. And whatever state you want. Just register for a free license. And then they try to sign you up with this Avast credit alert stuff. I would skip that. Let's go ahead and close it. Okay, so virus database has been updated. We're all up to date. And I'm just going to go ahead and close this because we're not going to make any changes to the application at this point. Again, in the future, I may have some, let's go ahead and customize this application and make it as hardcore as possible. Make it, block everything, as much as possible, but I'm not doing that right now. Also, a little note, this is my copy of Windows is not genuine. It is. It just freaks out on this virtual machine with the activation, so I don't know. Anyway, so we've got that loaded. Let's go ahead and grab some malware. You can see Avast is putting these little, they call them web reps, basically saying, hey, this site's trusted. It's been voted on by a couple of users. I don't know how many votes it takes to actually get a rating. Like this one doesn't even have it. This one hasn't been looked at, or it doesn't have enough votes. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my MDL. Okay, we're going to try to grab 10 links. Before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and take my VM and take a snapshot of it. So, snapshot, take a snapshot. Let's say Avast before malware. Okay, that's done. After I'm done testing with Avast, let's say it flies through these 10 URLs flawlessly. I'll go ahead and run GMER, TDSS killer, and Malwarebytes just to see if anything kind of it missed something. So let's go ahead and open up a new tab here. We're going to download some kind of ransomware stuff. These typically come right through a lot of the reviews I've done. They've always been screwed by these ransomware things. So we're not going to use the Windows 7. We're going to go ahead and actually use Avast technology for not Windows 7. What am I talking about? We're not going to use Internet Explorer's little warning thing. We want to test Avast and make sure Avast can block it. So I'll disregard. And basically says you're opening an application that may be potentially unsafe. You can open it in the sandbox, but I'm going to go ahead and say cancel opening because Avast kind of said, hey, it's kind of a weird program, not not normally seen. So I'll cancel opening. If I try to run it again, access denied. That's from Avast. I should also, on my host PC down here, I need to turn off my firewall. And I need to turn off my intrusion prevention. Otherwise, it'll block all these MDL leaks. So, okay, so we're going to go down to a different domain. So number 1 was pretty successful. we'll say incognito exploit. And I think I'm going to go full screen just to make this a little bit easier on everybody, including me. And Avast says, ain't going to go there. So that was test number 2. So Avast blocked that URL, saw it was malicious. We'll go to another exploit kit. Same thing. You can't hear the chick talk, but she said virus has been detected, and it blocked that. I should have closed that before. Let me try to hit refresh. Nah, they're not going to allow me to do that. So number 3 was successful. Number 4. Number 4 was successful. Blocked. Thanks, honey. Okay. Love when that chick talks. One time I was using Avast at some old lady's house, and her speakers were cranked up max. And as soon as I installed it, she had a virus on there. She almost had a heart attack when that lady started talking. That was funny. That chick can scare you if her speakers are turned way up. Number 5, blocked. Avast is just going stellar at this point. These are zero-day threats. You can see the date. 2011, 9/11. We're going to go to a different... that's a successful domain, different piece of malware. This would be number 6. 6, blocked. That's what we like to see. Basically, this is a different, it might be a different variant of this porno ransomware crap. And this would be number 7. Let me get rid of this. Seven, blocked, shut down. Alright. Kind of done with the porno stuff. The porno ransom links or whatever. Let's try something a little different. There's probably a ton of these things because they're everywhere right now. They do a hell of a good job too. They lock your PC down, and then they want you to call a number and transfer so much money into some foreign account, and then they supposedly unlock your computer. Alright, so Avast didn't see that this was a malicious URL, but let's see if it blocks this actual exe. Didn't hear anything from Avast. I hope that it caught it. But no, it doesn't look like it did, unfortunately. Unless Avast is taking its time, but I just saw it in there. Oh! Oh, no, it's in there. It's trying to load some site. Yeah. Let's see, what was that? That was a Trojan from today. I saw it in there for a second and then it was gone, so I'm pretty sure it got past Avast. Okay, so I'll count that one as failed. It was number 7. So what I'll do is go back to my snapshot. I kind of thought Avast would pretty much block everything. They were pretty much on top lately. But that one got right in there. Alright, so we blocked 6, let 1 through. Let's move on to number 8. That's a exploit kit. Oops. Number 8 was blocked. Let's go to number 9. Trojan Spy Eye. Another one that's everywhere. Let's close this. Okay, 9's blocked. Let's go for our last link. And we'll say... No, we've already done the ransom stuff. We'll try this one. Redirects to Trojan. Nope, gone. Let's try this mebroot. These are a few days old. And number 10 blocked. So we did miss one. Still a pretty good, still a pretty good ratio. Avast was blocking some of its actions. It was trying to load a URL. Let's go ahead and test out with GMERs to see if any rootkits got through. This is a 32-bit version of Windows 7 I'm testing on, so I did that intentionally so that we could load rootkits. And I know you can load them through 64-bit OSs now, but like I said, not like I said, I mean, it's just pretty rare. I just don't see it much. Typically, whenever I come up with a client, or come up to a client and they have a 64-bit OS, it's just some malware that's running and there's really no rootkit. So GMER is going to do a scan. And in case you don't know, the GMER scans for rootkits. It scans pretty quickly and can give you a pretty good idea if something's on there. Typically what will happen is as soon as you load it, you'll see these entries right here. And if you know how to read it, it'll kind of say, unrecognized, MBR, or weird MBR or something like that, meaning your master boot record's infected with a rootkit. So nothing out of the ordinary here. Everything looks normal. So we'll go ahead and close that. I'll head over to Google again. TDSS killer from Kaspersky. And we'll run the exe. You should always run the exe. It seems to be a little more updated. If you have a rootkit, and I'll tell you, a lot of these people are probably looking at these videos and wondering what's the best video because they've been infected. What's the best video? What's the best antivirus? They've been infected with something that causes all of their searches on Google to go to different sites. That's typically, in the last year or two, a rootkit. Maybe, 2 years would be safe to say. A rootkit will hide your system so deep that your antivirus doesn't really even see it. It takes special utilities to even expose it, and then it will redirect your searches to malvertised websites, and these are just sites that people are paying very little, to advertise because they're doing it through malware. Okay, it takes a few seconds to load here. Usually on a normal PC it's pretty quick, but I am using a virtual machine, so it's a little slower. And we'll start a scan. Pretty quick scan here. It's scanning System32 drivers. And it also scans the boot records as well. The master boot record. No objects found. And for my last little test, I'll go to Malwarebytes. Let's go to File Hippo and get it. And Malwarebytes is one of my favorite on-demand scanners. On-demand meaning you can open it up, update it, and run it, and it'll tell you, if you've got, just generic malware floating around. If it does detect a rootkit, it typically will not be able to remove it. It's pretty good for just anything but rootkits. Now, that's only the on-demand scanner. If you actually buy the application, it does a whole lot of blocking. That's my next video, actually. It does a whole lot of blocking, and it will block that rootkit from initially loading on your computer. So it's $24. Not a year. It's just a permanent license. So. We'll go ahead and launch both of those. So far Avast has done pretty damn well, just missed one. And that's going to go ahead. Typically quick scans are enough, especially when I'm doing these videos and stuff, to pull out the blatantly obvious stuff, and it scans the most important areas, typically wherever malware usually goes. So while this is scanning, I'll go ahead and pause this video. Okay, as you can see here, Malwarebytes didn't find anything. So I'll go ahead and close that. And close that. So I think Avast did a pretty good job. It missed one. And it was, I don't know, pretty solid. Easy to configure, small download, quick install. So I'm thinking, what I want to do now is just kind of see what that thing was. I'm pretty curious. So just so maybe, I can help out the Avast guys or something. So let's go over to malware domain list again. Like that, and I think it was on the second page. There's some kind of Facebook thing in the URL. I remember that. Oh, it looks like these have already changed. Just found. Let's go on to page 2. Wow, that's really weird. Okay, these are old, so let me go back to 0 again. There we go. I'm pretty sure that was it. Go ahead and copy it. And paste that back in there. Let me go ahead and save it to my desktop. I'm going to upload that to VirusTotal. VirusTotal is a pretty neat site. It actually scans with like over, I don't know, 30 different engines. And you can upload things that you might think are a virus to this website. And it will scan with all these different virus engines and tell you. And so there's the, icon for the Facebook thing. Very, tempting thing for some kid to open or something. Boy or girl. So that's uploading now. And it says it's already been analyzed. But we're going to go ahead and look at the last report. And it's detected by a handful of engines, but you can see Avast is not one of them. AVG detects it as sheur.bvd. We've got Antivir on there, Bitdefender, Komodo. It's detected by about a little under half. So let's scan it with Avast. Kind of weird, like the right-click scanner is not even doing anything. Let me try scanning this thing. Huh. I don't know if it's just my PC or that thing's kind of dead right now, but yeah, the right-click scan not doing anything. Again, if I try to run it, and this video is going on way too long. I'm just kind of curious. I'm kind of taking you on the ride with me here. Alright, it says malicious URL blocked. Yet it loads that malware. Unless, I don't know. I saw something on here before. So anyway, let's go ahead and run Malwarebytes again. And also, by the way, it deleted this this exe. It self-deletes itself. And we'll go ahead and do a quick scan again. Now I'll pause the video and see if Malwarebytes detects anything weird. Because this is, this is a little confusing. It actually allows me to execute it, and then it says it's blocked, some URL. So I'm not sure what to think. If this thing just loads a URL and that's it, or what. So yeah, I'll pause it. I'll be right back. If I could just figure out that pausing stuff. There we go. By the way, it looks like Malwarebytes did find something. Just as soon as I paused it, this popped up. So we'll see what that is here in a second. Okay, so let's resume this really quick. Malwarebytes said it found 3 objects. If we show results, definitely came through. Backdoor.irscbot, Trojan.small. So nasty stuff. It's too bad. I thought Avast would definitely pull out a perfect win there, but it just goes to show that having a single form of protection on your computer isn't enough these days. If you would have had something running alongside Avast, something like Komodo or some other type of behavioral blocker like ThreatFire, or you had Malwarebytes Pro running. Um, this is what you get when you get the full shebang, real-time protection. So this would have been blocked, or that IRC bot would have been blocked had I had this Pro version running here. So anyway, it was a way long video and wasn't my best, but I just wanted to get that out. I'm pretty much going to be testing every single antivirus as it comes out. And when I say every single one as it comes out, I mean different versions of the same antivirus. So, for instance, when I started the video, I said I'm testing Avast 6.0. Whatever. Now my network's not working. I don't know if it's part of this infection, but well, I don't need to show you, but basically, I'm testing all kinds of different revisions of the antivirus, whatever antivirus is at hand. So if it's Avast or if it's ABG, I'm testing as many as I can. So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this, and I hope you guys liked it. And let me know if you want to see videos on configuring these antivirus applications with max settings and then going out and testing them. That might be another thing I could do. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I truly appreciate it, and I'll be answering YouTube comments tomorrow. I know there's a ton from the last AVG video, and I just got sort of busy over the weekend and I haven't actually answered any of them yet, but I'll be answering those tomorrow, and then I'll be working on this video, answering comments on this video. Okay, guys, good night. See you tomorrow. Sorry it's Monday. And that's it.